Today, Hillary Clinton was deposed by the House Oversight Committee over her ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Now, while Clinton has repeatedly stated on the record that she never even encountered Jeffrey Epstein, she has interacted with Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, before we get to the details of what she had to say and more, Cenk, your 2 cents?
I am so looking forward to their defense, so just hit me with it.
Welcome back, folks, and buckle up. We're diving headfirst into the latest political spectacle involving none other than Hillary Clinton, the queen of explanations herself, under the microscope for her alleged ties to Jeffrey Epstein. This isn't just about a few awkward photos. It's about credibility, accountability, and a convenient amnesia that seems to plague powerful people when inconvenient truths surface. We're going to dissect her deposition, her denials, and the truly wild claims that are emerging from this whole crazy-ass affair. Is she really as clueless as she claims? Or are we witnessing another masterclass in political deflection? We'll be hitting pause at critical positions and critical moments to inject some much needed reality into this narrative. Get ready to have your BS detectors on high alert, because what she says and also what she doesn't say is absolutely fascinating. Let's roll the tape.
So remember, right now, we're only talking about Hillary Clinton. And to be fair to her, we haven't seen a plethora of photos of her with Jeffrey Epstein or with women and Jeffrey Epstein. So she is a little different from Bill. He will be deposed very soon. I'll get to that in just a minute. But in Hillary Clinton's opening statement to members of the House Oversight Committee, here's what she stated. I had no idea about Epstein and Maxwell's criminal activities. I do not recall ever encountering Mr. Epstein. I never flew on his plane or visited his island's home or office. You have compelled me to testify, fully aware that I have no knowledge that would assist your investigation in order to distract attention from President Trump's actions and to cover them up despite legitimate calls for answers. So she came in punching.
Wow. Talk about coming out swinging. Hillary Clinton, bless her heart, immediately pulls out that it's all a political witch hunt to distract from Trump's card. It's like clockwork, isn't it? Every time a powerful Democrat faces scrutiny, suddenly it's a vast right-wing conspiracy, or in this case, a Trump distraction. This isn't just a deflection. It's a full-blown argument of craziness with a healthy dose of whataboutisms. The committee is asking about her ties to Epstein, but she is immediately pivoting to Trump. It's a classic move. When you don't have an answer for a question at hand, just accuse your accuser and it goes away. You know, folks, we're here to talk about Epstein, not to relitigate every political battle from the last decade. So how about let's just stick to the topic, shall we?
Okay. Now, you'll note that Clinton specifically denied ever even encountering Jeffrey Epstein, but she has at least been in the same room as Ghislaine Maxwell. And how do we know that? Well, because Ghislaine Maxwell happened to attend Chelsea Clinton's wedding back in 2010. Now, 2010 was 2 years after Jeffrey Epstein had pleaded guilty to soliciting a minor for sex. So just keep that in mind. Now, he wasn't at the wedding, but Ghislaine Maxwell was. A reporter asked Clinton about Maxwell's attendance at Hillary Clinton's daughter's wedding, and here's what Hillary Clinton had to say.
Can I ask, why was Ghislaine Maxwell invited to the daughter of Chelsea Clinton's wedding in 2010? She'd already been mentioned in a civil lawsuit by Virginia Giuffre before that. Jeffrey Epstein had already been convicted before that.
She came as the +1, the guest of someone who was invited.
A +1? Seriously, Hillary? This is the kind of explanation you give when your teenage kid brings home a new friend with a questionable tattoo and a police record. Oh, he just came with Bobby. I hardly know him. Let's be real. Chelsea Clinton's wedding wasn't some random backyard barbecue. It was a high-profile event, meticulously planned, with a guest list vetted to the highest degree. Are we really here to believe that Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's known associate, just slipped in as a random +1 and no one, not even the Clintons, knew who she was or what she was connected to. Come on. This isn't a slip-up. It's a narrative convenient for people who want to distance themselves from a very toxic association. Come on, folks. I mean, give us a little bit of credit, will you? We're not stupid.
Okay, so that's her explanation. Now, that's not all. Maxwell and Hillary have both stated that they have interacted a few times. So it's more than just the fact that Ghislaine Maxwell was at Chelsea Clinton's wedding. Maxwell even claimed that she visited the Clintons' house in New York on multiple occasions. Now, former President Bill Clinton is going to sit down for his deposition hearing tomorrow. But here's how Hillary Clinton responded to a question about her husband after she was deposed herself.
You spoke in your opening remarks about how heartbroken you have been for the Epstein survivors as these files have come out. Can you talk to us a little bit about how you have processed and reacted to the fact that the former president, your husband, Bill Clinton, is referenced in the Epstein files numerous times, including in some photos featuring women?
I think the chronology of the connection that he had with Epstein ended several years before anything about Epstein's criminal activities came to light, and that he was charged and sadly given a sweetheart deal, which, as I said in my statement, had that not happened, perhaps his predatory behavior could have been stopped earlier. But I think it is fair to say that the vast majority of people who had contact with him before his criminal pleas in 2008 were like most people. They did not know what he was doing.
Aw, the classic everyone else is doing it and no one knew defense. It's the adult equivalent of a kid saying, but all my friends were jumping off the roof. This isn't about most people, Hillary. This is about Bill Clinton, a former president, and you, a former First Lady, and also Secretary of State. When you're at a level of power and influence, your circle of associates isn't just most people. It's a highly curated group, and the vetting process should be a little more robust than he seemed nice enough. To claim ignorance about someone as notoriously shady as Epstein, especially after his 2008 conviction, it isn't just naive. It's practically an insult to our intelligence. It implies a level of detachment that's either genuinely unbelievable or incredibly convenient. Sorry, but when it comes to Epstein, the I don't know card, that expired a long time ago.
Okay, that's fair. But the big question here is, how much did Bill Clinton know, and how much did you know about Jeffrey Epstein's criminality before the general public knew? Because she says, Bill ended his relationship with Epstein well before his criminality came to light to the public. Okay, but what did he know before the public knew, right? And look, to be fair, there are many photos of Bill Clinton partying with Jeffrey Epstein. So I'll just give you a few examples. Here's one. Now he might be totally innocent, Here's another one hanging out in a hot tub next to someone whose face is redacted. There's another one of a female putting their arm and him putting his arm around them, face is redacted. So obviously-
There he is with Ghislaine Maxwell in a pool.
Yep, there's just-
I caught someone else in our B-roll that I want to show you guys in a second.
Okay.
So the B-roll we just showed, that's a technical term, guys. The video behind next to Anna. Let's roll that again, put it next to my side, and I'll show you guys what happened. Okay, so that's Bill and Hillary, and I'm gonna tell you the more important part of this story in a second. This, to me, the Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell are a prelude to what this is about. You hold it, you see it? Who's behind Bill Clinton right there? Miriam Adelson.
Oh my gosh, good catch.
Okay, so next to the MMA guy, she's got those distinct glasses that she wears.
How did you catch?
Okay.
That's amazing. I totally missed that. Wow.
You see, like it's all in the open. You just keep, but no one ever showed it to you before, right? So who else were the Clintons associated with? They were associated with Haim Saban, who's an enormous supporter of Israel. Epstein was associated with enormous supporters of Israel. Who invited Ghislaine Maxwell? We don't know. That would be an interesting question. If she's a theoretical +1 and didn't get invited by the Clintons themselves, which I don't believe at all. But okay, then who was the +1? Who was she a +1 to? Okay, now get a load of this. I'm about to blow your mind. Okay, do you want to know the guy described as Epstein's best friend, Turge Rod Larsen? He's a Norwegian minister. In fact, Epstein left $10 million to his family in his will, okay? Guess what he put together? The Oslo Accords. So the Oslo Accords were set up by Epstein's best friend, and then Bill Clinton, connected to Epstein and Maxwell, told us, oh, the Israelis gave him a great offer, and the Palestinians wouldn't accept it. I guess the Israelis are gonna have to butcher them for another 25, 26 years, and I guess they're gonna have to take more of their land. Oh, golly gee, the Oslo Accords. Wait, by the way, American negotiators for the Oslo Accords have come out and said, it's not really true at all. Like the Israelis gave terrible offers. And we tried to get them to do the right thing and they wouldn't do it. But as far as the entire media knows, and they'll say it 1,000 times, the Israelis gave them what they wanted in Oslo, and it's all the Palestinians' fault. We had to enslave them because they wouldn't agree to the terms that we gave them for their own freedom, which was to take most of their land. Well, it's all their fault.
Whoa, okay. We just took a hard left down conspiracy lane. From Epstein's sex crimes to the entire geopolitical landscape of the Middle East and the Oslo Accord. Come on, really? Now, I'm all about for connecting dots, especially when it comes to the powerful people and their shady connections. But this is a leap of faith that would make an Olympic long jumper blush. To suggest that Epstein's best friend influencing the Oslo Accords and then linking it to the Clintons and some grand scheme to enslave Palestinians, that's a lot. It's the kind of complex web that's hard to untangle without a red string, a corkboard, and a serious lack of sleep. While it's critical to question narratives, we have to be careful not to fall into the trap of seeing a boogeyman behind every curtain. Let's not let the real horrific crimes of Epstein and his associates get lost in the narrative that might be stretching things a little too thin. Stay focused on the actual crimes, folks, please.
But don't look at Epstein, don't look at Miriam Adelson, don't look at Ghislaine Maxwell, even though they're on all the pictures surrounding the Clintons and surrounding Trump and surrounding everyone in power. But don't believe your lying eyes. I hope they get Bill Clinton, I hope they put him in jail. If you're a Democrat and you're all broken up over that, I don't care at all, okay? If he did it. If he knew about these crimes, if he engaged in these crimes, yeah, he should be brought to justice, 100%.
And there you have it, folks. Hillary Clinton's deposition, a masterclass in political maneuvering, plausible deniability, and the ever-present I don't know defense. We've seen how easily powerful figures try to distance themselves from uncomfortable truths, often by pointing fingers elsewhere or offering explanations that defy logic. But the truth, like a persistent California wildfire, eventually finds a way to spread. So tell me, what do you think? Do Hillary's explanations hold water, or are we witnessing another example of the political elite playing by a different set of rules? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more no-holds-barred political commentary, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive in the headlines. Your engagement helps us cut through the noise and expose the truth. Until next time, stay informed and keep those BS detectors calibrated. And as always, stay vigilant, patriots, stay vigilant.